Hi guys, welcome to my channel and let's talk about the weekly analysis for the next week, starting from tomorrow, that's 28th of February. If you remember, we talked about it, about the SPY last week, and even about before 2 weeks, we talked about the SPY that this is the area where we can go for a short and then it can go further down. When we did it, we did the weekly analysis as well, and we talked about that this is like a weekly uh, head and shoulder pattern here. Let me show you here. This is weekly head and shoulder pattern, and that pattern was broken down. Like this was the actual pattern here. So it was broken. Now again, it's retested here, right? So we were able to come out from the big drop when the Russia attacked on the Ukraine, and we talked about that this will be the area was very important at the time too. So now currently the new development has happened in Russia, and there might be any threat from the Russia for the using the nuclear weapon, and because of that threat, if you see the ES, which is the future for the SPY is kind of following like fall about 15, like about 100 points here. Let me see how much it's here. If you see here, this is the drop which happened, and currently it is at like 4281. This is like a 15 minutes delay for the ES, but like if you see here, the pattern is particularly is like more of a bear flag kind of pattern, which goes like this and then goes further down like this one. So I'm expecting if this one comes 4248 or 4250 can come and hit tomorrow, and the low was like 4226, which is the like a low from 25th of February. And if you go on a daily time frame on those one for this ES, which is the future here, just remember here one more thing regarding this BB trap, which happened last week for the when the price fall gave the closing further down. So if the price sustains, say this area above an hour, which is like 4304, if the price sustains for that area, then you can go for the target of 4315 because that will be like resistance. But above here, do not do anything. If you're not sure, do not short at least 4227 for at least 50 minutes and give the breakdown. If you are like a very aggressive player, you can short at like 4294 with the stop loss of 4312 and the target of 4250. But if you are like a not aggressive player, you have to wait until the 478 is broken with 15-minute closing with the strong candle. You don't want to go just, and again, this VWAP will be your like you put your stop loss just below the VWAP or this candle, which is 4300 candle, right? So try to see those things, because on what happened on like other day, that was like a BB trap happened when the price came out, like specifically on the SPY, that was on a BB trap. I'll show you what is BB trap happen. See here, on that day on hourly, I kind of missed those one too. So if you see here, I'm just going to turn off everything, and I'll show you how the BB trap's gonna work here. Okay, so I'm gonna turn off this VWAP, and this is the Bollinger Band. So this candle was outside, right? This candle was outside. Now, whenever these things happens, when the candle is outside and it gives a closing above that candle, at the same time, if the candle gives the closing above the VWAP, then that was a trap. So that was the BB trap. That's called a Bollinger Band trap. That's the price. No price can sustain about an hour outside the Bollinger Band, right? So if the price has to fall, price has to give the closing below the low of that 1 hour candle, which was about, if you see here, the low was 4109T, right? If it gives the closing below 41090 for an hour, then only the price will drop. If the price doesn't go below and close below for at least an hour, then it's not a BB trap. So now here, what happened was the price was open at 4137 and the next an hour in the opening, it gives the closing on 415. And if you see here, I'm just gonna turn off here the VWAP and Bollinger Band. And if you see here the price here, it just did the like a retesting. This high was broken, the price went up, did the retesting, and the price flew. That was the trap for the bear, right? Because it was a trap happened on last Thursday. And after that, when the price went. So that might happen tomorrow as well. So keep an eye that the wait for opening for the morning, wait for an hour, and wait for the VWAP. If the price sustains above the VWAP for an hour, then you can go for long with this stop loss below the candle. And if the price does not go, if price closes below this open candle on the even in the pre-market for 1 hour, and then you can go for a short with the high of this candle. So that's, make sure you know tomorrow when the price opens for the BV trap. Let's talk about the QQQ. We talked about the QQQ as well. If you remember, I have been like saying since long time, even before the Ukraine war happened, that this was like a more of a distribution phase, right? And then now if you see here, this making like a lower highs and then higher highs, and then the low and the higher, lower lows and lower highs kind of pattern is coming and forming. So now this low has to come. So if this price is broken 317, you will see, which is here, then the next price will be like 309 and the 298. For tomorrow, if the price opens and sustains around 310, then you can go and try to buy it with a small stop loss of 308. And then after that, the price gonna fall to the 297 maybe next week. If the price sustain this and hold this level, then you will see the 345 level. But remember that this area, which is this area, will be acting as a good resistance, which was the recent high. So if you are like a bear in the market, and then you should look for the buying, like selling it around like 353 with the stop loss of 356. So if you are like bear and if the price goes higher, and if you want to get entry, if you want to short the market, probably 357, 352, 353 will be your entry point with the stop loss of 357 for the QQQ. Now let's look for the UPS. And UPS, I like this stock here. If you see here, this stock, the price already has been like going further down. It gave the breakout and probably will touch again on the 194, because if you wanna take the entry, you wait for this area, which is 206 to get broken. You can put the stop loss of 211, and you can get the target of 193. Or if the price goes up, because this area like here and here, this all are the areas for the bear. The prices already came over here. This is the strong candle, but the selling pressure on the over here is very much high. So that's probably from here, the price can come down to the 193. This 193 has been providing good support like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times already. So this has been broke. This is a very, very crucial area. And if that one is broken, and you see this strong big candle with big gap, which can come, which is like 187, 188, and 183, that area can come. And after that, the area will be 178. The momentum is going pretty good. It was like on a bottom, now it's going up. So it will be like very interesting to see how the UPS workouts next week. So if you want to buy UPS, buy only about 210, but then the target will be like 217. Sell below 207 with the target of 199 and 194. And if the 193 and 194 is broken, then 190 and the gap is 187, 183, 178 will come. Apple, if you remember my video for like 3 weeks back, I told you about these short positions I have created over here somewhere around this area when even the water was not even called at the time. And I said like this area will be like very crucial area for the Apple to cross, and it did not cross. And then if you see here from 172, it can it came down to 152, which was about like 10% down within like 5 days. So currently I have couple of positions over here for the Apple on the put side. I did it on Friday because I did not like this area, which was like a very, very crucial area for the bear. So I did create some positions here. So there's a disclaimer over here that I have some put positions for the Apple over here. I'm expecting the Apple to come down to the 157 level and 154 and 152 area again, but you never know how does the market gonna react tomorrow. But I will be hoping to see my puts, which are in deep red, to come into the green tomorrow because the market is going further down tomorrow. Now the UPST. I wanted to talk here is UPST here. And if you see here, UPST, I think I did cover this talk about like 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks before when these things happen. And it's like after this one, the price can come over here. If you want to check, you can check my further video where I mentioned about the UPST because the price was going further down. And if you see here, this was the, like a big trend line. And after that one, it gave the breakout, retested the trend line again. After the breakout, it went away here. Now the price, if it comes to the 155, there is chances that you can go short again with a stop loss of 167 for a 2 weeks difference. Your strike price, make sure like you buy close to the money and the 2 week difference, because if the price comes to the 157 with the 164 will be a stop loss. And I'm guessing the price can again come back to the 109 area and 81 area. If this low, which is 101, 102 is broken, you can further expect to see the price coming to the 71 area, probably in like 2 months or 2 months of time period. But if the price comes to the 155 area, you should look for the selling opportunities, because that you will get at least coming down to the 124 or 131 if the price comes to the 155 area. That's for the UPST. NET, if you have followed my couple of my videos, I did mention about the NET as well here when the price was here, probably around this one 116, and probably I say like that should be an area where you can go for short positions. And after the results, it came over here. So that is for the another gap over here. I'll be looking around this area, which is like 115 to the 122 area for the net, the Cloudflare to come. And if I can get the good candle over here somewhere, probably if I go on hourly time frame, if I get the candles probably around say 118, 119 price range, I should be looking for the opportunities to short the or buy the put for the Cloudflare, because after that one the price should come back again to the $100 area. If tomorrow, if this area is not kind of sustained, you can see this area, which is $100 can come, and after that one the price can come to the 88 areas as well as the 78 areas again, and kind of hover around it and kind of make the price to go for the high. Because if you see here, the pattern here is pretty much a double top pattern. So now in order to go for the higher, this has to be like broken with a good candle. So you need a big green candles to go higher, and again that will be, the target will be like 149. So if the 122 is broken, then the target will be like 132 and the 145. But tomorrow the market looks like a bearish, and then there is a chances that the price can come back to the 90 and the 84 area. So that's everything from my side. We don't know how the market is going to react tomorrow because of the news. So make sure you control your position size and trade safely. That's everything from my side. Thank you so much for watching this video.